नमस्कार, मैं हूं कविता रल्हन और आप देख रहे हैं पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स। और आज का जो इंटरव्यू है वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेशल है। मदर टेरेसा एंड मी मूवी रिलीज़ होने जा रही है मई 5 को और इस फिल्म की स्टार कास्ट आज हमारे साथ मौजूद है। तो आइए इस फिल्म के बारे में और ज़्यादा बातचीत करते हैं, जानते हैं उनसे। और ये फिल्म जो है ये 3 एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी विमेन के बारे में है, किस तरह से उनकी ज़िंदगी इंटरवाइंड होती है बाय लव, कंपैशन एंड होप। सो आइए स्वागत करते हैं पूरी टीम का। दीप्ति मैम, स्वागत है आपका। बोनिता, वेलकम टू पंजाब केसरी। जैकलीन, वेलकम। एंड कमल सर, वेलकम। कैसे हैं आप सब?
बिल्कुल ठीक, बढ़िया।
और फिल्म का ट्रेलर देखा, बहुत ही डिफरेंट कहानी है। आज से पहले शायद इस तरह की कहानी कभी नहीं दिखाई गई। सो बहुत इट्स अ ड्रामा और इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ ड्रामा। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कांग्रेचुलेशंस। ट्रेलर भी लोगों को पसंद आ रहा है, इंट्रीगिंग है और आपको और ज़्यादा एक्साइट करता है टू वॉच द मूवी, टू नो मोर अबाउट द मूवी। सबसे पहले दीप्ति मैम, मैं आपसे सवाल करना चाहूँगी। अ बिग थैंक यू टू यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, बिकॉज आपने जो 80s का एरा हमारे लिए जो बहुत ही खास बना दिया ना, स्पेशल। एक हमारी जो चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज है ना, उसमें आपकी फिल्म्स का भी बहुत बड़ा रोल है। जैसे आज मैं अपने बच्चे के साथ मूवी देखती हूँ तो मैं उसको बताती हूँ कि बेटा ये मैं जब मम्मा छोटी थी ना तो मम्मा ये फिल्म्स देखती थी। अब चश्मे बद्दूर, कथा जैसी फिल्में जो जिनका मतलब एजलेस है, टाइमलेस है, कभी भी देख सकते हो आप। सो थैंक यू सो मच। अब मैं आपसे जानना चाहती हूँ कि इस फिल्म के साथ, मदर टेरेसा एंड मी के साथ आप कैसे जुड़े और आपको क्या अच्छा लगा इस फिल्म के बारे में?
मुझे ये सब्जेक्ट बहुत अच्छा लगा। स्क्रिप्ट मैंने पढ़ा आफ्टर मीटिंग कमल
जी।
आई थिंक मेरा नाम सजेस्ट किया गया होगा बाय द कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर एंड देन ही मेट मी। और उसके बाद जब मैंने स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ा मुझे बहुत लगा कि ये एक नया टेक होगा मदर टेरेसा की लाइफ और उनकी जर्नी के बारे में। थोड़ा सा अलग है, मतलब उनकी कोई बायोग्राफी नहीं है ये एक, और स्पेशली मदर टेरेसा विज़ावी Kavita's character, juxtaposed, the way it is juxtaposed in the film. These are the main two characters, Mother Teresa and me. Me is Kavita's character, yeah. तो वो मुझे स्क्रिप्ट में मुझे ये अलग से लगा कि ये डिफरेंट होगा, ये डिफरेंट है। हाँ, प्रिडिक्टेबल नहीं है, वो कुछ एक्सप्लोर कर रहा है, कुछ नई चीज़ ढूंढने की कोशिश इसमें की जा रही है। तो आई थॉट कि ये रीडिफाइन करेगा मदर टेरेसा और काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस जो हैं उनको आंसर भी करेगा और जो रियल वुमन है उसको सामने लाएगा।
तो जब आप किसी मूवी को हाँ कहती हैं, किसी स्क्रिप्ट को, तो आपके लिए क्या इंपॉर्टेंट होता है? उसकी कहानी का अलग होना, डायरेक्टर आप देखती हैं, कहानी या अपना किरदार आप अच्छे से पढ़ती हैं?
पहले तो सब्जेक्ट, पहले तो किस सब्जेक्ट पे फिल्म बन रही है और सेकेंडली कि मेरा रोल उसमें क्या है। तो ज़्यादातर तो हम लोग वहीं ना बोल देते हैं अगर रोल अच्छा नहीं है, और मतलब पर कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि प्रोजेक्ट बहुत अच्छा है और आपका रोल इतना ग्रेट नहीं है, बट यू वांट टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दैट सिनेमा, यू वांट टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दैट फिल्म, सो देन यू डिसाइड कि ओके आई एम गोइंग टू डू दिस, आई वांट टू बी इन दिस, आई वांट टू बी इन दिस मूवी।
और अब कुछ प्रोसेस बदला है आपका फिल्म चूज करने का या शुरुआती दौर से?
मेरा शुरू से रहा।
ओके।
हाँ, डेफिनेटली कि फिल्म किस बारे में क्या कहना चाह रही है और फिर रोल क्या है। और कभी-कभी अब when you move to character roles, you know, when you are playing the lead, then of course you're all important, you're all over the place. But जब आप character roles select करना और वो आपको करना शुरू करते हो तो आप फिर देखते हो कि अच्छा लेंथ वाइज ना सही लेकिन कितना सिग्निफिकेंट है। अब मैंने थोड़ा सा 2 मिनट का रोल किया है इन जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा, लेकिन लोगों को वो याद रहता है मोमेंट फ़ोन पे जो है और जो बेटे के साथ फ़ोन, वो याद रहता है। पीपल मेंशन दैट। आई एम सरप्राइज दैट दे इवन नोटिस दैट आई वाज इन द फिल्म, बट you know, but they remember that. So it depends on what project you are being affiliated with.
Right, absolutely. बोनिता, आपसे मैं जानना चाहती हूँ, कविता का जो किरदार है, मेरा नाम भी कविता है। तो कविता का किरदार आपसे कितना सिमिलर है? आपने जब ये स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी, आपको क्या-क्या सिमिलैरिटीज लगी एंड what did you find special in it? What attracted you about this character?
I think our similarities, when I had read the script for the first time, I guess I was in a somewhat similar place.
Okay.
Kind of young, lost, issues with loving myself.
Okay.
It feels like a therapy session.
Really?
But I think her journey was also something so beautiful, something so deep, something so well written that it really was a project that I just really had to be a part of. And Kamal sir made me work for it in our workshops, and I did many auditions, and it just is something that I'm so proud to be a part of. It's not like any movie I've ever done before, and to
Yeah.
work with such amazing female co-stars and an amazing female team as well, barring Kamal, but like most of our HODs were women. But Kamal is also amazing. I realized the way I said that came out wrong. He's also amazing, but we had like such a big female team. There was something so special at this stage in my career, so I guess.
Me too is a
DOP
funny.
was
Okay,
was a woman, Japanese woman.
एज एन एक्टर आपको क्या लगता है कि जब किरदार आपसे बहुत सिमिलर होता है तो आपके लिए ज़्यादा आसान होता है या प्लेइंग अ टोटली डिफरेंट पर्सन इज मोर फन एंड चैलेंजिंग?
मुझे लगता है कि when I'm playing a different character, ज़्यादा मज़ा आएगा क्योंकि
yeah.
it's like you get to be someone else.
Yeah.
When it's someone who's so similar to me, जी ज़्यादा आसान होगा, लेकिन थोड़ा boring है. इसलिए so I like to find something in the middle, something which I like. For example, with Kavita, in many ways we are similar, but there was one key difference with her essence is she's quite a aggressive and assertive person, and I'm not that. And I think anger for me is one emotion I really struggle to bring out. Sadness I can do, I can cry on the whim. Laughing is
Really,
whatever.
it takes time for you to get angry.
But to get angry, I don't know whether it's just me as a person. I can be snappy, but to
once
have
you're a mom, you can get angry in 2 seconds.
so for my next role, I'll have a kid and then I can be angry. That's how I'll prep.
We have to train ourselves to be calm.
So yeah, that was something that was different to me, and I had to learn to adapt, and I did that with Kamal
Nice,
sir.
nice.
So.
Jacqueline, first of all, a big congratulations to you because you have just nailed the character so well. You are looking like true Mother Teresa, and I'm sure once we see the movie, we'll be more convinced, right? So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you
look
so much.
absolutely just like Mother
Thank
Teresa.
you so much.
Tell me, when this role was offered to you, I'm sure you must be a little under pressure, like playing Mother Teresa on screen. It's not a cakewalk. It's not very easy.
It's not very easy at all. I mean, on one hand, I'm just so grateful that Kamal had the confidence and that I could take that challenge to just, and it's more than just, the work of an actress is more than just learning the Albanian accent in the English or some Bengali words. Here it was really to get into the depth of this character and to find out about what has given her the strength to really stay with the vocation and the vision, and how could I transmit that so that it inspires people around the world to believe that we as individuals are capable to change something. And that was a great gift also in the work of this character, in the work of together with Kamal and the whole crew and cast. I feel just incredibly privileged and grateful to be in this movie and to inspire the world, hopefully, to live, as Mother Teresa said, with more love in action.
Yeah, love in action. Were you able to sleep for first few days once you said yes to the movie?
It has taken, some times, and I needed some reflection, of course, because I really take my work very seriously, and I wanted to be a good Mother Teresa. It helped me a lot that we didn't want to kind of express her as a saint and as a myth, but as the woman, the character, the human being behind the saint, with all these struggles, with the vulnerability, with the emotions, which she couldn't express in front of everyone. That's what was actually something which was very touching for me during the research. I found out that she was so lonely, she couldn't talk to the sisters. She was a role model. So to really get in all these different areas and emotions was challenging, but also fulfilling.
Yes, I'm sure. Kamal, I want to know, how did this idea started of making a film on Mother Teresa? How did it all started?
Well, it started with Jacqueline, who had the idea of
Okay.
a film of Mother Teresa. She wasn't even thinking of herself in the beginning, but she got involved in the idea, and then she works, she works on the side also of financing with a foundation. And it took many years while I was approached by this foundation to write a story. And then when I was writing the story for several years, I think, while I was doing other things as well, I had I had to be confronted with the subject. And at the stage I came to, I was like a bit of everyone. I had an impression of Mother Teresa. But at the same time, I remember I had seen an interview of a French sister, I think, who was telling something about these doubts. Very few people knew about it. And, digging into these doubts and then reading a lot of different things and meeting some people, and slowly emerge a character that was very different than the one that was proposed. And as it was developing in this way, it was also for me more difficult to understand or to share, let's say, to share the emotion of this character. I could understand her, but not share very much of the emotion. So I needed another character, another story, to help me penetrate into her world. So it's like we have like 3 actresses and 3 roles, and and that's not for nothing. We have this, like Deepti was really coming to bring something about love. And it was like she came to almost as a guest into a story. She was just perfect for the part, and she established herself and started to decorate around her. And even if she felt sometimes that she didn't have too much to decorate, but at the same time she was filling the space and filling the space of love, which is something very, very difficult to do. And the film benefits, I think, a lot in this emotion. And we have, on the other hand, Jacqueline, which I think was really close to the warrior that Mother Teresa was, Okay. And she approached also the part like if she was fighting or preparing for war or doing something like this. So she was very much like an American actor doing a war film or something like this, I feel. So there was this type of dedication, and with Banita it was very interesting, as she has to move between these 2 poles in terms of emotion. So she had to go from one part to another, and how she had to force herself out and go to discover. She had to have the envy, and she had the taste of adventure to go discover where she would go into this performance. So that was very interesting how, from something that was maybe placed in one hand, something that was fighting on the other hand, there was these poles. So, yeah.
So did you take time in discussing who will play the character of Mother Teresa, or just looking at Jacqueline, you initially
we took time to develop the character.
Okay.
We took time to rehearse, and because at one point we were not sure it would work. And there was also at one point the question of the physical resemblance. And at the same time, the face of Jacqueline looks like a younger Mother Teresa from the picture, but of course she doesn't have the same height. So we thought, like, how can we handle this? Because you have to dig things and you have to do some tricks. Okay. Because as you know, Mother Teresa was very small.
Yeah.
And in the end, there was the blue eyes also. We're thinking we made some try with lentils that gave a dark eyes, but with some light reflection, it started to look a little fake. So we say, okay, let's go for blue, and the point is not to make a copycat. The point is to penetrate into the story and believe into the character after a while.
दीप्ति मैम 1978 में आपने डेब्यू किया था फिल्म्स में. आजकल की जो फिल्म्स बन रही हैं, कितना कुछ बदल गया है ना फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में. आपने तो कितना कुछ चेंज देखा है इतने सालों में. हाँ, आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी इस चेंज के बारे में आज जब आप फिल्म्स करते हैं?
अच्छा है, बहुत स्किल्ड हैं, यंगस्टर्स बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेंड हैं, सबको फिटनेस और डांसिंग और मतलब कोई भी स्किल बहुत ज़्यादा सीरियसली लेते हैं, तैयार होकर के आते
डांसिंग
हैं।
से याद आया, मैंने
तैयार
आपको
होकर-
कभी डांस करते हुए नहीं देखा।
नहीं, वो मेरी लाइफ की वो ट्रेजेडी रहेगी। अच्छा, तो बहुत मतलब तैयारी से आते हैं
हाँ,
और सब
ज़्यादा
ट्रेंड
prepared
है।
है,
हाँ,
हाँ।
ऐसे नहीं कि ऐसा बाय चांस
लेकिन
हो
उस
गया,
तैयारी में आपको
वैसा
लगता है
नहीं।
वो इनोसेंस खो जाती है जो पहले की एक्टर
नहीं, वो तो
एक्ट्रेसेस में होती
फिल्म,
थी,
देखो वो फिल्म, हाँ वो वैसी
ना?
वाली नहीं, वैसी वाली नहीं होगी जैसे
हाँ।
80s। तो ज़माना भी तो चेंज हो गया है
हाँ।
ना, ज़माना भी तो दूसरा है।
हाँ।
अब इतना एक्सपोजर है, इतना कुछ एक्सेस है टू सो मच इंफॉर्मेशन, और कितना इंडल्ज कर रहे हैं सब लोग, कितनी इंफॉर्मेशन है मतलब नेट पे।
लेकिन वो सब चीज़ें
वो
बड़ी शॉर्ट लिव नहीं
innocence
है।
कैसे रह सकती है? वो तो
आजकल
नहीं
की जो फिल्म्स आती हैं चाहे कितनी भी अच्छी हों पर बड़ी शॉर्ट लिव लगती हैं, लेकिन एज
Short
कम्पेयर टू
lived-
आपकी जो फिल्म्स हैं, कथा कह लो या और आपकी इतनी फिल्में कह लो, वो कभी भी आप चला के देख सकते हो, आप कभी उन फिल्मों से
हाँ,
बोर नहीं हो सकते।
वो थोड़ा सा वो उनकी एक टाइमलेस क्वालिटी थी भी, यू नो। फिर भी आज के भी दौर में जो अच्छी फिल्में हैं वो रहेंगी, ऐसा नहीं है।
जाते जाते एक आखिरी सवाल फ्रॉम ऑल फोर ऑफ यू, ये फिल्म मदर टेरेसा एंड मी शूट करते वक्त एनी पर्टिकुलर इंसिडेंट, मेमोरी, एनी स्पेशल थिंग जो आपको लगता है कि आपके साथ हमेशा रहने वाली है, विच विल स्टे विथ यू फॉर एवर, एनी एक्सपीरियंस, मेमोरी यू वांट टू शेयर?
I think working with Dipti ji was really special,
Special,
for me. Yeah,
I'm sure.
the few scenes we had
I'm
together,
sure.
I think, is something I'm always going to remember.
Jacqueline?
Yeah, it's also the, you know, the opportunity to work in India for the
Yeah.
first time and to experience India and the hospitality and this wonderful energy here was extraordinary.
Any
and to
food
work,
that you had on set that you will always remember? Golgappe khai, papdi chaat, anything, Indian food.
yeah,
that
I
you'll always
love
remember.
Indian food and I had to be careful not to eat too much.
But any food item you remember, which you will have even in Switzerland also?
It's not the same, I can tell you. It's never the same. But I love all these sauces, all the spices, the differences of the tastes. This
Yeah.
is just extraordinary.
Great, great.
Is it time for lunch? I'm so hungry speaking.
Want the description of the food?
Oh my gosh.
Did you try our chole bhature?
It's really on.
I might
Try
have
karaya?
tried. The name doesn't
Okay.
say
No,
anything.
no,
but
I don't think
on
you
the other
tried it.
hand, it's really the, you know, the work with the people here and the professionalism.
Yeah.
I was very, very much yeah, impressed also because we were also shooting during the pandemic,
Yeah.
which wasn't easy at all. So I'm just grateful to Kamal and the whole team that it was able to shoot and to continue even if we had to pause for months
Yeah.
and keep the energy of the character, you know, during 8 months or more. So it was really a great
दीप्ति मैम,
experience.
आप क्या याद रखेंगे इस फिल्म के बारे में?
मुझे जब मैं when I first saw Jacqueline dressed as Mother Teresa, I said,
हाँ.
she's just like Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
She looks so alike, you know. That was such a moment
Yeah, I'm
on
sure.
the
I'm
set.
sure.
Yeah.
Kamal sir?
What I enjoy, one thing I enjoy was the capacity to work with a lot of people from the village. You know, to play the extra because we needed people who are like very thin because we are in 1950. It is Calcutta. People are dying out of hunger. And usually when you get extras, they come from casting directors and they all come here, but they all look a little bit like me, you know, like they're a little bit pregnant and they're not like, you don't feel like they haven't
They
eaten.
haven't eaten, yeah.
Yeah, for
They don't
that
look
many
starved.
months. So we went to search for all these people in the villages around Mumbai, and we find like this thanks to my Dixik, or casting director here, very good impression of this, you know, which is for me a little bit like the heart of the film. It's the misery, you know, of people. It's how you are compassionate to how you can put yourself in the shoes of people who have nothing, and what do you do with it, you know, and the film maybe says it's very simple to take a slice of banana and give it to one person, and that's maybe for me that was a good experience, let's say.
थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया
Thank you,
पंजाब
कविता.
केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स से
Thank
बात करने
you.
के लिए.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. तो ये थी बातचीत मदर टेरेसा एंड मी फिल्म की कास्ट एंड क्रू के साथ. आई होप आपको इंटरव्यू पसंद आया होगा. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.